Monitor off. Okay, monitor is off. However, I have to reset my audio here because now I think the program just crashed. Everything just goes wrong. Thank you. Audio is good. Thank you. Yeah, audio is good now, but I think I crashed when I was trying to open. There's an app here. Yep, it did. All right. There we go. Yeah, I mean, the audio was good according to other folks. So are you still not being able to hear me? Maybe you are on mute. Anybody on purple? Anybody on the purple app? Okay, audio now. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope there isn't too much latency. It looks bad to me. Hey Aaron, so you bought your Arduino, nice. The pinouts. So what pinouts are you talking about? About the like car stuff? Yes, I am on. We're gonna crash. I hate this bleeping thing. Yes, I'm on the black and white. For the tachometer, so do you have the? Is it a Volvo? What gauges do you have? Let's go quick because the guy's dozing every second here. Although going fast is dangerous because he dozes again. I'm just gonna crash. Sorry, I don't remember everybody. I'm sorry, but BMW F10. So, like, I could help you with the Volvo for the gauge cluster. The other stuff is pretty standard, but for the Volvo, I know all the pins. For BMWs, I don't know. And there we go again. So you'd have to find places where somebody did this with an F10 already. Hello. Thank you for joining there as well, my friend. All right, let's sleep twice because then we'll wake up during the day. I don't want to be driving at night. Let me see. I might, if there's an option without a mod, I'll just turn off the resting feature here. I think it's pretty annoying. I never liked it anyway. Gameplay. Does the odometer work? Yes. Fatigue. There we go. That's off. Traffic offenses, we can leave it on. Yeah, there we go. No more sleeping. Thank you, Marcus. Would a Ford Focus be similar? Because I know the older ones share Ford's part. No. Unfortunately, CAN buzz, Aaron, is so specific, in fact, that if you have a gauge cluster from a Volvo 2004, the code is different and the pins are different from 2005. They changed. So 1 year change was enough to cause all kinds of havoc. So unfortunately, CAN buzz is super delicate. A lot of times brand to brand will have different, even the same brand will have different CAN buzz for different models. So your best guess is try to search on Google if you can find something already done for the gauge cluster you're looking for, or just go with something that somebody's done it before, like BMW E60. You can find those. You can find for Volvos. You can find for, I think there is a bunch of BMWs. The E46, I'm pretty sure there is. The engine's off. Let's turn it on. Brake pressure slow. Hey, Michael. Or Michal. Sorry. Does your setup only work with Euro Truck? No, it works with any modern car racing game after 2010-ish. Any game that works with SimHub, in fact, will work with this simulator. A C30. Yeah, that one I don't know if somebody made a code for it. How did I make it? There's a tutorial, Megan, on my red app with the play button. Sorry, I'm waiting here because the brake pressure is low, and the chime you hear is because of that. So while I was driving here, I crashed the truck trying to find a resting place. A resting place? That sounds like I died. A resting area. And it crashed. So the game decided to give me a low brake pressure warning. So how much is the whole set? Yeah, the horizontal is way better, Zavo. Way better, because you can see the triple monitors. How much is the whole set? So it doesn't really matter if I tell you the whole price. What matters is $300 in car parts, another $400 in hardware like wood, carpet, metal, Arduinos, all that kind of stuff that makes the simulator work. And this $700 is what makes the simulator unique, and that's how much I spent. So computer, the TVs, you know, the other stuff, those are like, depending on your budget, you can spend a lot or you can spend a lot less. So can I play Need for Speed? Yes, I can, but I don't have Need for Speed. Ouh, je ne parle pas français. Je suis désolé. That's all I know. Sennheiser gaming headphones. Yes, they are. Pretty old now. They're kind of falling apart already, but they're good. I like them. They sound good. I have a little control here, get my volumes up and down. Yes, sir, it's a truck. Does the mileage work? Yes, it does, Job Center. The fuel tank, yes. All the gauges, every single thing you see here, they're all working. And I can set up with whatever I want. So, for instance, the temperature, you see right here, the water temperature, that one is showing my GPU temperature right now. The fuel is showing the fuel. The miles to empty is showing how many miles in the game I can drive before my my fuel tank is empty, basically. And let me see what else. So yes, the odometer is working, but the odometer is working like in real life. So it's calculating the speed versus time. So if I'm doing 40 miles an hour and drive 1 hour, it'll, you know, count 40 miles. But the game is compressed 20 by 1, so that's why this will not match this in this game, but it will match in any other game. Yeah, the AC. One day I'll make the AC work just for the heck of it. The buttons do work. I can change the cameras, like using any, you know, the buttons here. But it does not have air coming out of it because the I'm inside my home office, And the AC vent is blowing on my head here. Blowing air right on top of me. Oh, Lick Hane. I do have BeamNG, and I play quite a lot, actually. I posted a few videos playing BeamNG. It's one of my favorite games. My top 3 games here are BeamNG, Assetto Corsa, and American Truck Simulator. So where is my... Go. There it is. Where did I buy the game? At Beam. Beam. BeamNG is super fun, man. I love crashing sometimes. I'll just come here and crash for hours. My daughter loves it too, so she'll sit down here with me and watch me crash cars. Oh yeah. It has to be a Volvo, right? I mean, it wouldn't be right if I was driving, I don't know, anything else. Let's go. So we're going to, I don't know where we're going, but that's where we're going. Gotta go wide here. There we go. Pretty wide. Is that enough? Yeah, that was enough. Good. Good, good, good. Is there a lot of latency on the live stream? Because when I look at the feedback, it kind of looks like it's very, very slow. And I don't quite know why. I didn't even change anything on the computer since yesterday, and yesterday was working well. Kind of slow to me on my feedback. And I have no clue why. I mean, I do. Je vais montrer ces business dans mon père. You're saying that you would like to buy one for me? I don't know. Sorry, man, I don't know French. Yeah, I do. I do have Aaron VR headset, but I have motion sickness with the VR headset. Oh, Lil J, you got the prize today. The first person to say that very smart thing. Why don't you just buy a car? Hey kid, I have 4 cars, man. It's quite different. I can't play a truck in my car, and if I crash here, I'll just reset. Once you grow older, you learn. I can swim in traffic, pretty safe. No danger to other people, myself, and my family. You have the V8 Volvo. You mean here in game? Or in real life it's a 5-cylinder. I do have 3 Volvos in real life, but I have the S60R, the S60 T5 2020, and the S60 T8 2022, and a minivan, which I love. Not talking down about my minivan. It's actually the most useful car I have, because otherwise I wouldn't have the simulator. But yeah. Oh, I love the sounds of the sound that 5 cylinders have, Aaron. My Volvo S60R was catless, and it sounds pretty amazing. And it's not too loud. It's loud, but it's loud enough, not like annoyingly loud, which is something I really enjoy about that Volvo. But I do admire the V8 one. And the other day I saw a guy that swapped a V8 onto the S60R. I don't know if it was an S60R, but it was an S60, the B2 platform, and it looked pretty amazing. Yeah, I am a Volvo person. I've been driving Volvos since early 2000s myself. I got my driver's license in 1999, and I started driving my own Volvo in 2005. But my dad had a Volvo when I was a kid, and I grew up in a Volvo 850 Turbo. And then my grandpa had a Volvo T5R, which I was completely in love with. He had a yellow one. Grandpa knew how to choose a car. He had the yellow Volvo T5R in manual. It was 5-speed manual. Whoa, what was that? Oh, the S60 T8. Yeah, I have a 2022 T8. And dude, that is the fastest car I've ever had. 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. And it's a pretty good car, man. Zero drama. You know, whereas the S60R is fast, but it's loud. You need to change gears. The Volvo, T8, you press and it just goes. It just goes. Pretty cool. And it's super underrated as well. So I don't know if you've seen the latest Doug DeMuro video, and he tested a Volvo SXT60 D8 with the R design. Polestar engineer, not R design, Polestar engineer. And he was like, this is like serious performance, especially in a Volvo. That car has 455 horsepower. That's more than a Porsche Macan. You know, comparing SUVs with SUVs. So that's nice. My T8 has 415 horsepower because it's the older version. The 2022s still had the turbo, supercharged, and the electric. Now it's just turbo and electric. But that's a pretty cool car. I quite enjoy it. Yeah, the hybrid system, I think, is what really stands apart, because if you buy the T6, the Volvo T6, which is just turbo and supercharged, it has only 325 horsepower, I think. Thank you, Kelvin. So what really sets it apart is the electric part, the electric motor. Hey, Kelvin, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Bam, Sapar, and E. Dot. Thank you for the follow, guys. Really appreciate you guys following. Live stream is slow today. I don't know why. The black app does that sometimes. The black and white will just, for whatever reason, just hold my live stream and not show it to anybody. Sometimes I have 200 people, sometimes I have 20. But I don't mind, I have good people following and watching, that's all that matters. And the red app with the triangle in it, not doing bad today. Don't forget to subscribe if you're there. The second gen, they call the P3. So thank you. My name is Jeff. That's a real car interior, but not a real car anymore. I'm inside my home office. So Volvo S60s are divided in the first generation is called the P2 platform, and then you have that goes up until 2009, and then from 2009 forward you got the P3s, which will go to 2019, 18, 19, I don't recall right now. And then you got the SPA platform, which is the newest one. It's called the SPA. A lot of people are fans of the P1 platform, which is the C30. It's also a pretty cool car. I remember when I was younger. Yeah, they're very confusing. In that sense, BMW has it figured out. Like the E naming, it works pretty well. Ooh, that, oh yeah, right. For a second, I thought I had to turn. I think the BMW has the naming convention better. I don't like the way Mercedes names their cars with the W and a bunch of numbers. It gets very confusing, very fast. Problem is that Volvo changed because it was P80. It was the 850s and the 960s. That generation was called P80, and then the S70 was also P80. So in a way, it's a bad way to name it because, like, you're talking about two cars that are very different that has the same platform. Oh, this is not a hard. It's gonna be hard to cross this divided highway. I'm gonna show you guys to the left here. There's a lot of cars coming to this side. Not a lot. Now it's clear. I can see on my side TV here, but I have to turn my camera for you guys. Hey Chris, welcome. Is it very slow, the game today? Like, is it like with a super latency? It looks to me as if it's super slow, and I don't know why. Okay, thank you, Aaron. If it's fine, it's fine. I just keep bothering myself with it. I keep looking at the feedback and seeing it slow. Yeah, a little laggy. Yeah, that's what I thought. It looks laggy to me. I really need to buy a dedicated streaming PC. I'm trying with a notebook. So people of the red app with the play button in the center, help out. Just like the live stream. You don't need to give me anything, but just like, subscribe, and share it. What wheel do I have? I have a Fanatec Club Sports DD underneath here. I'm not streaming from this computer. This computer is a beast, but it can't really handle both things. It's a 9950X with a 4090. Who can I trust? Try driving a real car instead. I have 4 cars, kid. I don't need to drive a real car to prove myself to anybody, especially you. Yeah, apart from the lag, yeah, I don't know why. Yesterday was not lagging, and I didn't change any settings. I didn't do anything. I just restarted the live stream. I didn't even restart or change the computer. Just didn't touch it. But it is what it is. I don't have a lot of time to stream in the morning, so I won't be fiddling around. We'll just live with the lag for today, and then I'll try to figure out during the day what's happening. I would recommend you take a look at the Moses, especially if you're looking at the CSL DD5 Newton meters. Check out the Moses. I think you can get for the same price an R9, which is stronger. This is 12 Newton meters, so I have the Fanatec 12 Newton meters, but I have this one here because I made the metal support here is welded, and it's made for the Fanatec. I made it myself. But that's why I didn't put the Moza here, because Moza sent me one. And I think they have better price and quality ratio nowadays compared to, you know, what you would get from Fanatec. Fanatec is good, don't get me wrong. I love my Fanatec. But I think Moza right now does have the upper hand in the sense that they have good prices with good products, and they didn't go through all that drama, you know, of almost going bankrupt and then being bought out by Corsair, I think. You do, at least 9 would be good for you, because at 12 Newton meters, I have to tone my force feedback down about 70%, because otherwise it's too heavy, and then it's not realistic. Does the AC work? The buttons do, my friend, but not the air is not coming out of the vents. But all the buttons here work. I don't know if there's something I can do to try to make the flow a little better. Are you able to get mods installed? Yes, I can. Yes, Kelvin, I'm driving a truck. Right here. My Volvo VNL 2014. Heavy traffic here. You thought I was driving a car? Yeah. Thank you, Captain. I mean, I don't have any issues with the German cars, but I am a Volvo guy since forever. I actually built a BMW E60 for a friend of mine, a neighbor, and I am finishing his electronics. 589. Which one, Aaron? Is the Fanatec you're talking about, or the Moza? What are my thoughts on Moza truck wheel? I haven't driven with it, but I think it's pretty awesome, Chris, that they not only launched a like real size and function steering wheel as a truck, which I think is pretty awesome, but they do have the stocks, you know, the turn stock and the wiper. This is something that I think it's totally worth. If you're driving a truck simulator, oh man, that adds to the immersion quite a lot. The R9 bundle, yes, man. I told you, compared to the Fanatec, you can get more for less, and I don't think you're going to be compromising in quality. Where am I going? We're going to Odessa. Sorry, I had to lean over because I made my little text so small that sometimes I have to lean over to look at it. Thank you, Jackson, for the follow. You guys are watching and want to help out the channel, consider following or subscribing. It helps a lot. As I need to buy now a dedicated streaming PC because the notebook I'm using is not being able to handle the live stream. Not the computer I'm playing with. The computer I'm using to play is pretty powerful and works well, but it's not powerful enough to run American Truck Simulator 4K triple screen and the live stream. I am from Brazil. I was born in Brazil, raised there, and I moved to Florida in 2015. I totally understand where you're coming from, Aaron, but I don't, like, once you start playing on a PC, you're not gonna miss Gran Turismo. Central Florida. I'm in Tampa Bay area. You guys are in Florida too, nice. Well, South Florida Jacob. How many gigs of RAM the Stream PC has? I think only 16. That could be one of the problems. It's a notebook. I could try to upgrade it. It's a cheap upgrade. I'll take a look into that. I don't know if it's gonna help though, because I think my problem there is the GPU. Because right now I'm live streaming in 4 places at the same time. So there is the black app, the purple app, the vertical red app with the play button, and the horizontal red app with the play button. And because I'm live streaming in those 4 places at the same time, I think it kind of overwhelms that little notebook. And that's why you guys are seeing it so laggy. The game looks pretty good to me here. I locked it at 60 FPS, which for truck is perfect, and I haven't dropped a frame since I started. Yes, on shorts and the horizontal one. I'm on both. Thank you, MK4. Switch lanes here. Come on. Cart with a boat. Let me go. Thank you guys. For nothing. But I'll take a look at that. I think memory upgrade would be a simple one to make on the notebook. I wish they made like an external video card, but like a powerful one that you could just hook up with a USB. Thank you, my name is Jeff, for the follow. And Koki, thank you also for the follow. I appreciate guys, because it's super hard to grow there. Oh, and you guys on the purple app. Just noticed there's 5 people there. Thank you. They make a capture card, Aaron. And a caption card wouldn't help me here because I'm not capturing the screen itself. So because of my setup, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to just stream what you guys, would see the truck. It makes sense to me to stream the whole thing and the cluster. So I think the fact that the notebook is having to handle 2 cameras, 4 live streams at the same time, and 2 apps, because if it was all through OBS, that'd be fine. But the black app doesn't really like that you live stream without their live studio app. So I have to use that one, and that's pretty annoying. But such is life. Thank you, Oaks, for the follow, and XN Forever. Thank you. RPM 2000. So what I did here, I calibrated. So you'll see here, if I accelerate, it will, like 1500 is about 6000 here on my RPM. That's because it kind of goes like, I'm gonna go max. And you see how it's almost to the red line, and here on mine is showing 7500. Oh, green light. Oh, I'm gonna just go. Gonna get a red light ticket, but that's fine. So I calibrated because I'm driving a diesel truck. The RPMs are quite low on a diesel, as you know. So I had to just calibrate. Hey, the bear, thank you, bro, for the super smart suggestion. I never thought about it, but oh wait, I have 4 cars. I don't need it. And I'm driving my simulator, bro. I wouldn't be able to live stream if I was driving a real car, would I? Oh, the lights are on. I might need to change the way it shows, but I think if you raise your brightness, you'll be able to see it. It's at 2000 now. Yeah, I went through the red light. Darn it. Thank you, Zach, for the follow. I might leave the RPM gauge a little brighter. The problem is I have too much going on. Too many lights here. So I have 3 TVs, 65-inch TVs, just shining light on me. Even though I lowered the brightness a lot, the camera needs to adjust. So I need to have lights in the back. So that's why you can't see the light. The back lights are lit here in the gauges. But to me, it looks pretty bright. But to you guys, you can see here, but you can't see here because of that exposure adjustment. Need fuel soon. Still drive 500 miles. We can do this delivery. Thank you, Uno Cam. Thank you for the follow. Thank you everyone who's supporting and following and sharing and liking the live stream. I really appreciate it, guys. I love sharing my hobby with you guys as I'm commuting to my home office. Like, truly. I work from home and my desk's right behind me. I go live every day, Kelvin. Every morning from 8-ish till 9:30-ish, I'm live. Hey, see you later, Aaron. Thank you, plus 212. Thank you. Thank you for that. Is it an error? Sorry, I didn't see your first question. You were talking about the RPMs? Hey, Volvo. How you doing? I missed your first question, Anna, and the chat just kept on going, so I can't really go back and see it. How come the fuel gauge miles goes down a lot even though you only travel a short distance? That's a very good question. I can explain that. So what happens is the game is compressed 20-1. So this is fetching information from the game. So it's not the gauge cluster calculating how many miles I can drive. This is actually the game telling. So if you look at the number, you can't see there, but I think you can. If I go bigger here, now you probably can see. Look at the, where is it? Fuel range. There's a fuel range right here in the center of the console. There's fuel and there's fuel range. That number will always match this number. So this is why this number goes fast. Now, why doesn't this go high as fast? Because the odometer is locked in the gauge, and this is calculating the speed versus time. So if I drive 40 miles an hour for 1 hour, this will go 40 miles. So this is like real life mileage, and this is game mileage. So that's why the mileage here will go down a lot faster than the other mileage. That's why. If two people wanted to stream, do you need two PCs or can you use one? Sorry, Tay, I didn't quite get your question. If two people wanted to stream to me, no worries, man. A lot of people ask me, why does the odometer go in a different speed than the miles to empty? And that's, that's a fair question, and there's an explanation for it. Max, the game is called American Truck Simulator. Oh, you want to have dual streams at the same time? Yeah, so what I use, there is a plugin called ATM, A-I-T-U-M, something like that, from Harris Healer. He made this plugin and allows OBS to live stream in more places at the same time. So you don't need two PCs, but you need a powerful PC. And the reason why you guys are seeing the live stream so laggy is because the notebook that's live streaming my live stream right now is not powerful enough, because I'm not live streaming from the same computer that I'm playing. So unfortunately, I need to get a little bit of an upgrade on my streaming PC as well. So like, comment, share the live stream, follow, help out any way you can. I'm not asking for gifts, but if you want to give, thank you. Because I try to keep my hobby paid with the social media money. You know, it's just fair. To my family, at least. What would I recommend? I would recommend you check out this guy's channel. It's called Senpai Gaming. Senpai Gaming on the red app with the play button. And you'll learn how to multi-stream at the same time. Does the air conditioning work, Suzuki? The buttons do. All the buttons here do things. Every single button here will do something. However, there's no air coming out the vent. Then, S-E-N-P-A-I. Senpai. With an S. The Sierra. I learn a lot from that guy. He's a great YouTuber, and I've been learning a lot from like multi-live stream and 777. Yes, that would be like a party trick mostly. I'm just gonna get in front of this guy. So that would be a party trick for me because I am in my house, in my home office, and I do have an AC vent blowing air on me. Hey, little blur bro, I have 4 cars. I wouldn't be live streaming if I were driving in real life, kid. So why don't you learn and buy a simulator instead of just driving in real life and putting yourself at risk? I can drive in Nordschleife if I want, or a truck, like right now. And my car is safely in the garage. All of them. How did I install all of that, Suzuki? So you're a lucky day, because I have a tutorial on my red app with the play button. So if you go to my main page there, you'll find all the breadcrumbs that will take you there. I can't say the names. The black app usually restricts people from sending them away, if you will. I would, but mostly a party trick. I'm not hot at all here. I'm in Florida, man. I'm in Florida, so that means AC is on 24/7. Literally the whole day. Thank you for the follow, Theodore. Oh, no worries, Tay. I can't explain exactly because it's easier if you see it, right? So check out his channel. You're gonna like it. That's how I do. Just be aware. You need a good computer to multi-stream, and my notebook is not classified as a good computer. That's why you see a lot of lag. Oh, really, dude? Light was green for me. Hey, Josh. I am using a Fanatec Club Sport DD behind the Volvo here. Let's crash into that guy that didn't stop at the red light. Oops. How big is the map? So currently I think ATS is going all the way to Missouri, and I think they're adding Iowa. They're adding Iowa next week. As we're pushing this white car in front of us, because he was a little biatch. Do I have a real S60R too? Yes, I do. The S60R exactly the same like this with the navigation and the 6-speed manual. Who would have guessed? The car is kind of heavy. There we go. What do you mean 777? The normal shifter. My 4C working. On the S60R is not working because the previous owner deleted it. So I'm gonna restore it back. We gotta put it back. He put coilovers on the S60R. I don't like that, but that's why I got the car cheaper. So thank you, Dave. So I have a tutorial, Josh, on my Red app with the play button in the center, teaching you how to get any real car steering wheel onto a Fanatec. It also works with other brands like Moza and Amus, StimiCube. The process is very similar. I want to restore the S60R to its like original form. I want to keep it like as original as possible, so I'm kind of bringing it back. The interior is already like 100%. You don't like the Spaceball? I love the Spaceball. This is actually the Spaceball from my S60R. I found a brand new one at a Volvo website, and I bought the brand new one. I put the brand new in my car, and I put the cars here. Thank you, Lottie. Does the air conditioning work, or just board you're using for your simulator? So the air conditioning, the buttons work. All the buttons with Arduinos. So every single button and the LEDs. I don't know if you can see. I can open the window here. Well, and close. Like, click the defrost, it will go up. And if I go here on the right side as well. I see what you're saying. Thank you, Lottie. Thank you for that. But I don't have air blowing from the air vents. That was your question. I do not. I do have air blowing on me right now because I'm indoor. I'm in my home office. Is that a TV you're using? Yes, Chris. It's actually 3 TVs. I have triple 65-inch 4K TVs. Oh, our customer expects a delivery soon. Am I going to be late? No. We're almost there. Settle down, dude. What was my first car? My very first car was a Ford Escort. A 1995 Ford Escort. I bought it from my mom. That was her old car. And then I bought that Ford Escort, and I traded into a Chevrolet Omega. In Brazil, it's called Omega. In Europe, I think in UK they call it Senator, like Opel Senator or something like that. No, it's a European Escort. I was born in Brazil. I lived in Brazil up until 10 years ago, in fact. I know what you're saying, Mitch. I have to control myself sometimes. My wife doesn't mind, but, you know, otherwise I'll stay here for too long. What engine am I running? It's a 9950X 3D with a 4090. Thank you for the follow, Chris. Yeah, they're not known to be very good cars, the Ford Escort. And I had the lowest one possible. It wasn't even the XR3. It was the 1.1 liter 4-cylinder. It had like 70, 80 horsepower. Pretty crappy. But then I got the Omega, and that was pretty cool. It had a 6-cylinder inline engine, and it was a pretty cool car. It was one of my favorites. And then I traded that one into my first Volvo, the Volvo 850 Turbo. Ooh, you had a diesel Escort? Oh, darn, man. Yeah. Even my car took forever to start also because it gets cold in Brazil, and they use ethanol, like since back then. So my car was ethanol, so that was hard. You had to put gas in there's a little tank. You press a button, it'll inject fuel, like gasoline, into so you could start the car. That was annoying. Not to mention that my Ford Escort would always have alternator problems. How am I gonna park there? That's gonna be a hard one. Oh, yeah, not as cold as Brazil. I mean, way cooler than Brazil. Sorry, Brazil is way warmer. Although my city in Brazil was, a fairly cold city. We'll have to go that way, and oh, that's gonna be a tough parking. So you guys are gonna witness me struggling. So we'll have to do this, I think. Seven, that's a lot. So you kind of like them. I only had one, and I wouldn't buy it again. I mean, I didn't mind having one as a brand new driver, but no, thank you. I think I turned too soon. We'll know in a second. Oh, that's why. They were cheap in Brazil too, especially the 1.0 liter version. That's not doing too bad here. We're gonna have to fix it, but not too bad. That's roughly how much I spent, but for 700 bucks you can get the whole car, and that will get you going wherever you need. I have a very, very powerful PC, and that's what gets the price up, and triple 4K TVs won't help either. With the airbag, so I removed the airbag. Let me show you. There's no airbag. And let me put it back here as I'm parking. Funny how just crooked and then you just lose it. Keep going, keep going. Think it'll work now? Yeah, that's looking better. Ooh, so close. I'm like, let me show you guys. So that's where I have to park, and I'm like a little bit off, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to maneuver here. Maybe I'll go back and then forward. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. No, I just went to the junkyard. So if you want to get a bus simulator, I mean, you could always go with a bus, but I think it's gonna be, I don't know how easy it is for you to find a bus in the junkyard, but cars are pretty easy. So if you go to a pick and pull, you're gonna spend very little money. Go a little bit more. Yeah, let's fix it. There we go. I think now it's gonna be a lot better. So that way a little more. Maneuver to here. There we go. Now it's pretty much a straight in backing. And green. Not bad. So that's where I had to park. That's where I parked. Put the parking brake on. And let me show you the comfort button here on my active chassis will detach the trailer. No, I don't, Abel. I just have a regular car's driver license. Just a regular driver license. I've driven a truck once, but one of those box trucks. So, not the same. It's like one of those rental trucks. It was a Penske. Let's get a short trip here. No, that's very far. This was pretty short-ish. I don't think we're gonna have time, but let's go. Is this the Volvo S60? Yes, it was a Volvo S60. It was in the junkyard, ready to be destroyed, and I saved it. Hey Adams, how you doing? We gotta get some fuel. See, the light is on. And I only have like 300 miles till the tank is empty. Thank you, the Economan. So don't forget, follow, subscribe, like, do what you will, help out. Thank you for the follow, man. Did I install the driver's doors? No. It's open, completely open here. If you check out my other videos, you'll notice that it's just open. It took a while, man. It took about, I'd say 3 weekends to get the first version going on, but I've been working on this for about a year and a half, 2 years now, a year and a half, 2 years, I'd say. Yeah, to get all the buttons working, you know, like hazard lights, wiper, turn signals, the camera buttons here on the cell phone. It took a while, but it was definitely worth it. I spend a lot of time here and I enjoy myself. I work from home, so I don't get to drive to like mandatory driving every day. I just drive for fun. Yes. Rogers Penske, the race car. Yes, they have a rental company. So that's where I rented the truck that I drove. You love driving your Volvo car truck hybrid? Yes. Mine is electric, not even hybrid. This one is. Oh man, 200 kilometers every day. I mean, I love driving just as much as the next guy, but I love driving like if I have to. This is American Truck Simulator, Adam. We need fuel. That's a pretty big Volvo. That's a huge Volvo, man. 1,000 kilometers in ATS. That's what I do, man. And people ask me, why don't I buy a car? Man, I have cars. I have 4 cars. This is different. I don't understand how people don't get it. This is not a car. This is a simulator. Verstappen drives in his simulator, and he drives an F1 car. Pilots fly in simulator because it's cheap. You can crash. You can do whatever. Thank you, Apple user. Thank you for the follow. What is the best driving sim setup to get? That's a very hard question. There's no best driving. It depends on what you're driving and what you like. Like if you like driving F1 cars, this is not the simulator for you. If you like, drifting, this is a good simulator for you. Or trucking, or just kind of like GT3 cars. This is a good simulator because it's still like, it's not a GT3 car, but the seating position in a GT3 car is similar. So if you like rally, this is a good simulator. And then you have the question of like so many other things, like how many, I have triple TVs here. Some people prefer to have ultra widescreen and so on. So there's a lot of variables. Hey, Asbestos, you probably did. I do post it a lot. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Gracie. For anything, then I'd say like if you're on a budget, you can buy a simulator like this. $700, you'll get the car interior, the hardware, and all the other stuff. Now, you can also build like a sim rig out of 2x4s. That'll also work. I think before I get the cargo, I should stop by and get gas. Let's check out the map. It is a lot of work, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth. And I think I would dare to say that I like spending, like almost I like to spend more time playing. Building than playing. They have just fuel. I think I wanna rest before I go too. How did I make the gauges work? So I am using Arduinos for that. I am making the tutorial for the electronics. I'm not lying. I have all the receipts, A&M. You can go to my... Oh, you are there. Check out my tutorial. I break down all the costs. A steering wheel at a pick and pull, it's $14, dude. You can get a car seat for like $25. I have the receipt, so I don't need to lie. $700, you can build the whole interior. Now, will it get you triple 4K TVs? Absolutely not. Will it get you a 4090 with a 9950X so you can play? Oh no. But it'll get you. Volvo S60 or V70? Any, because it's the same interior. The only difference between the S60 and the V70 was the rear seats. What do I think is the best car? It's a hard question, man. I think the best car is the car you like. I like Volvos. How do you wire the controllers of the vehicle to correspond to game? Arduinos, man. Arduinos are the answer to a lot of questions. So there's Arduino Micro Pros here that I just wired, and I can make them do anything. So I can get the hazard lights on, and you can do pretty much anything. Thank you for the follow, guys. Matt's Stulakiski. Sorry. And then for the game, all you have to do is just, because these are seen by the computer as a joystick. So you just go into the game and you click the button you want, just like regular joysticks. I know, Munich, it's lagging. It's my computer, not this one, the computer that I'm using to live stream. It sucks. I'm gonna get a different solution for that. I don't know what yet, but I will. I'm gonna probably crash here. No. They waited for me. No, it's not the game. I have a 4090 here with a 9950X3D, but I'm not live streaming from this computer. And even though it's a 9950X3D with a 4090, it still can't run ATS on triple 4K and live stream at the same time. So that's why I'm live streaming with the other computer. Take your time, A&M. I mean, you can go little by little. You don't have to just, Rome, they say, wasn't built in a day. So if you just, start slow, I think the part that you'll need to do all at once is go to the junkyard and get the interior pulled out. And I highly recommend you do that yourself. Don't get a, interior that's been pulled out already, because you learn a lot from pulling yourself. I code myself, but I use ChatGPT. I'm not a programmer. I don't know how to code. So I use ChatGPT for everything. Everything you see here but the gauge was done by ChatGPT. Every little code, even the LEDs, this took way longer than I like to admit, to get all the LEDs to light up as, oh, I turned the engine off. Yes, I have the premium GPT, the paid version of it. I think it's worth. I don't use it only for coding. I use it for other stuff. So I'm quite happy with it. I don't regret buying it. Oh, no worries, man. I hope you subscribe. Hope to see you again. I heard good things about Claude for programming, for coding and stuff. I've had my share of trial and error using ChatGPT. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. But overall, I'm happy with it. Yes, a truck sim. But I would test different ones. I think I'll try Gemini next time I need to program something. And eventually I will try Claude as well. Why am I playing truck games on that? I just feel like it. It's relaxing. I'm commuting to my home office right now, and I can read the chat and talk to you guys. If I was sim racing, if I were in Nordschleife, driving fast, if I take my eyes off the road for a second to read your messages, and I don't like that text-to-speech feature thing. Lim, I spent about $700, give or take, $300 in car parts, and another $400 in the hardware stuff, like carpet, wood, metal, Arduinos, that kind of stuff. Obviously, I'm not talking about computer, the triple screen setup here, and all of that. So if you add everything, I am about $12,000 in. Just the computer alone is like $3,500. I have a 4090 with a 9950 X3D. Then you add triple 4K with 120 hertz. That will add up another, alone, like almost $2,000. All right, fuel is in. So let's sleep so we can get the in the day cycle, and I think we're gonna end up ending the live stream because I gotta work. Check out my tutorial, Lim. I have a tutorial on the red app with the play button. Let me check here. There's a resting area nearby. Where was it? Oh, right here. I didn't quite get your question. How long does for one drive? I mean, how long do I drive every day here? About an hour and a half. I start at 8 usually ish and try to live stream. I think, in fact, my TTs are probably about to cut me off thinking I'm not even here anymore, because it does that sometimes. And since the streaming PC is in the back, I need to manually go there. apply that stupid puzzle piece. I don't know if I'm coming back today, Kelvin, but if I do, it's gonna be after 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's usually when I stop working. If, I have the time, I'll just hop back in. Does the aircon work? The buttons do, but there's no air coming out of here. Thank you for the follow. So if the live stream suddenly ends, I don't know, because I don't see the notifications now from this computer. It's just on the other computer. Come on, people. You guys are taking too long. Why did you not go? Almost going on the red light here. That guy just took forever. So if you're not following, consider following. And I hope to see you guys every morning. I try to live stream from 8 till 9-ish. And sometimes I play Assetto Corsas. Most of the times I've been playing American Truck Simulator. I do play Beam and G sometimes as well. I like all of them. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you for the follow, subscribing. Thank you, Mateo. Thank you, Alex Boyd. Thank you, Patrick. You guys for following. Oh, you can stop here by the dealership. You can fix the truck also. Nobody behind me. Even though I'm driving a Volvo, they allow you to service your car here. Your truck. Hey, Ginny. So let's do the truck service. Let's replace all. We're rich. We don't need to worry about money. And now, stop by. All right, guys. I think that's it. Thank you for the follow, Jeremy. I hope you guys follow, and I hope to see you guys again on another live stream. I am finishing the live stream for today because I've got to go, but I'd love to see you guys again. And if you're interested in building one of these, check out the tutorial that I have on my red app with the play button. If you're interested in knowing how to get an Apple CarPlay like this working in your simulator, also I have a tutorial there, and a steering wheel. I'm working on the electronics tutorial, so every single button here also works. And this is done using Arduinos, and you don't need to worry about coding because ChatGPT does it for you. Pretty simple. Technology. All right, guys. Hope to see you guys again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around here with me today in this lovely Tuesday morning. Hope to see you guys on the next one.